All right, welcome to AdoramaXP. I'm Daniel Norton. Oh, I could hear myself for some reason. It wouldn't be right if I started off and everything worked perfectly. We are continuing our adventure in the Palace of the Silver Princess. This is the banned orange version. You can look that up if you want. But they've been traveling through the palace. They came across this wasteland to find this essentially ruined palace that had been occupied at one point by a princess, often called the Silver Princess, for various reasons, but probably most importantly because there's rumored to be a huge gemstone here that could essentially be, it's worth a fortune. So it could be an early retirement for our adventurers. Hopefully not the wrong kind of early retirement like the cleric had last time. But at this point, they are traveling through, and if this is your first time here, and I'll mention this again as we go, I don't have any dice, so whenever I need some dice to be rolled, I will ask the chat to do it. You'll simply do it by hitting the exclamation point and then D and then the size of the dice. Yeah, so like exclamation point D6 would roll you a D6. I will do it now to demonstrate. And there you go. So I got a 3. So if I ask for some dice rolls, you guys can jump in and do that. Where's everybody from? Get in the chat, talk, let me know what's going on, and we'll get to this. If I can move my coffee out of my situation here. It's a beautiful Sunday here. Okay, so here we go, bringing in the players. All right, so I have my 3 players here. We've got Nikki and Crystal returning, and Mike's joining us in the role of the fighter that Dave was playing, whose name I forgot, Johannes, I think. And we're going to kind of go through, and so Mike will pretend like he knows what's going on. It's like the 3rd session. But essentially, the characters have explored a decent amount of the lower level of the palace, having come through some huge portcullis system. They encountered a bear, all kinds of cool stuff. Hey, Tyler. And basically, they found what was probably a passageway using some kind of maybe a stairs at one point or a ladder, and they moved their way up into the 2nd level of the palace, where they heard a combat taking place out through the door. Peeking through the door, they saw 3 swords trash-talking each other and fighting each other. And that's kind of where we left it. I think that's true. The players can tell you if I'm wrong or right about that. And we'll have you guys introduce your characters. Anything you want to add to what may or may not have happened last time, feel free. So, Nikki, tell us about your character.
I play Valera. She's an elf. And it is true that we walked in on 3 swords fighting after avoiding an elemental fight, and wondering if a bear might have drank the elemental. Turns out he didn't, so the elemental's still intact. So we are right now looking in on the swords, and unfortunately we lost our cleric friend, as she bravely saved me from being charmed by Nixies and then taken to their watery lair for 100 years in a day or something like that. So right now we're just trying to figure out what to do with these swords. And and that's Valera.
Right, I almost forgot about the elemental that the bear drank. Or didn't drink. We're not really sure at this point. So that's an interesting thing. Yes, Hearts of Fair Ben. Welcome. All right, so Crystal, tell us about your character, your new character. You were the cleric before.
I'm playing Franco Len. He started off as the party's henchman, and since the cleric died, he has taken up the position of being just a regular party member. He's excited that he doesn't get paid just 1 gold piece a day anymore, and is actually going to get a fair share of the treasure. He's a little bit cowardly, so he likes to stick to the back, even though he's getting a fair share of the treasure still. That's just how he is, and that's Franco Len.
I mean, being 2 feet tall, you got to watch it for yourself. Right, serving has benefits, exactly. And Mike, you coming in playing Johannes, right? Tell us about Johannes.
Johannes is a little confused right now. I don't know if he banged his head or if it's just the abrupt change in the elevation coming up the stairwell. Perhaps he's a little hungry and his blood sugar is a little low. But or it's just the excitement of the fight that he is seeing in front of him. But he is a fighter, a swordsman, and we'll settle into this, and we'll see how it goes.
We'll learn more about him as we go, I guess. All right, so let me, guys, give a little backdrop of what's exactly going on. So you guys have climbed up again into what is apparently a guard tower. There was either some kind of ladder system or something here before, because it's essentially a hole in the ground now. You're in a room that's about 30 foot square. Off to the west and to the north and to the south, you know, basically the outside, you can see the ruined land all around you. You guys had looked out there. You can see the roof of part of the castle that you know, and the ruins and stuff, and all the land that's kind of destroyed. But to your east, it's a solid wall, so that's the part that meets with the castle. There was a door there, which you cracked open. It's on the northern side of that wall. And when you looked in there, you saw a passageway running north to south, 30 feet long. At the end of the passageway, meaning the southern side of the passageway, these swords were kind of fighting with each other. There's 3 of them. They are trash talking. And they're fighting, and they're kind of slowly but surely moving to the north as they kind of fight with each other. On the northern part of the wall there is a door. So you think in theory you could probably dash through and avoid contact with these swords, but I think maybe you were more interested in having contact. I'm not sure. We'll see where we left it last time, where people want to be. But yeah, so you've got basically 3 magical swords. They are they're talking trash. One of them is mentioned the name Bryador, Joshua. Bryador and Joshua are the 2 names that you've heard. I'm Bryador. I've got her. No, Joshua, I've got her. And it seems like Bryador and Joshua are both teaming up on the female sword, because who's yet unnamed. So what would everyone like to do?
Well, maybe we should help her out. What do you think, Johannes?
Well, it's hardly a fair fight, is it? I mean, 2 on 1.
Exactly.
And a woman at that, too. I mean...
True. I know
there is no honor amongst those 2.
Yes, I think that you should definitely go up there and intervene, Johannes. I think that you would do quite well. I would love to see such a spectacle.
Yes, of course, a distraction on your part would be a great help and aid in this way. Perhaps running through the mix.
Oh, a distraction. Yeah, I can handle that. Swords over here!
You're gonna you just yell that in the hallway?
Yep.
Not exactly what I was thinking, but I guess it will do.
Right, so you're looking out there and you yell into the hallway, you whistle, swords over here! And there's a slight pause in the 2 swords that are being aggressive towards the 3rd sword. You know, there's like a pause, and then the single sword that's kind of like it's a 2-hander actually. It swings wildly and slams one of the swords into the wall, which then clatters to the ground. And now it seems like there's 1-on-1 with the swords, and the fight continues. Brenda? All right, so Brenda, you've taken out Bryador, but you will not beat me, the Sir Joshua the Bold. And they continue to fight. They're moving up towards where you are now. And you can see that the sword, Bryadorn, I should say, is kind of shaking on the ground, trying to get itself up, basically.
I'll enter the hallway.
Okay. So, go ahead.
No, with my own sword drawn.
All right. So the sword Joshua has its back to you, I guess. That's the way to say it. So that's the way they're facing right now. It doesn't seem to make any notice of you at this moment. But you do see Briadorn seem to be trying to stand up or, get itself up.
I'll be run over there and stomp on it.
You want to run into the fray?
You're going to stomp on him?
No. Just go stop that sword from getting itself up. Stomp on him. Just hold him down with my
I'll
foot.
kick a man when he's down? I suppose I can do that. I mean, is that what we've done in the past?
No, I'm offering to go hold that sword down while you fight the other swords.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want me to hold the sword down, I could hold the sword down. I just wasn't sure what I would normally have done. I'm feeling a little confused right now, but I'm not sure of the rules of this game. So, Brenda, is it? Do you wish any aid, my lady?
All right, so Tal's asking, do the swords have features? They don't have features, it's just that they're facing. You can tell which way a sword's facing by the way that it's fighting. So the sword Brenda says, I have these knaves, don't worry.
Very well. I guess I'll go stand on the other sword then.
All right, in chat, give me a d6 roll. See if Briadorn can get up before the good Johannes steps on it. So somebody in the chat, give me a roll 1d6.
It's okay if you're confused, Johannes. I'm always confused around you humans.
Yeah, so you...
Don't worry, Johannes.
Roll a d6, Mike. You're going to try to beat it. You got a 5, though, so you got to get a 6 or a 5 to beat it.
That is a 4.
Yeah, so you run over, and as you do, the sword leaps up, and it's going to actually attack you. Chat, give me 4d6.
The game is afoot!
Swords. You're armored, right? So
yeah.
Alright, so it's heavy because it's a sword. So heavy foot against armored. Oh no, actually it only gets 2 dice. Only 2 dice in the chat. And you rolled a 1 anyways on the first one. Okay, so yeah, it leaps up, but it just like clinks off your armor and kind of moves back a little bit. And now the sword is facing you. So now you've got like this. You know it's facing you because it's pointed at you.
Yes. Like... I got this.
Yeah, okay. So there's a sword facing you now. The other sword, Joshua and Brenda seem to be fighting as well. What would you like to do, everybody? What's your plan? Joshua, you go. Johannes, you go first. Because tell me what you want to do first.
I'm going to back up towards Brenda.
Okay.
So as to cover her backside, and hopefully she'll cover my backside. Yes. I will fight back to back with this sword.
Keeping in mind that it doesn't actually have a back and that there's another sword facing it.
In your mind. In my mind.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So you're going to go in between and face off against Briadorn with back to back with the magic sword.
I will keep Joshua at bay, but
yeah, of course, fair enough. How about?
But I'm assuming that my lady's sword will also protect my backside.
Makes sense.
If she's an honorable sword.
Let's think so. How about Valeria?
I'm going to cheer Johannes on, and I will draw my light or dagger or hold it and kind of just watch for now.
Okay, how about the halfling, Franco Lynn?
I got you, Johannes. Don't worry. I'm going to use my sling to try and hit the sword that Johannes is fighting with.
Okay. Nice. All right. Well, missile fire goes first, so you can go ahead and do that. It defends his heavy foot. So
okay.
You're what? Short bow because you're a sling.
Yes.
So short bow versus heavy foot. One die per 2 men. However, you're in short range, so you'll get an extra die, and also you are a halfling, so you get you get that because you're a halfling. So you get one extra die. So
And I also have a 14 deck, so I get plus one more, right?
oh, nice. Okay, so you get 2 extra dice on top of, like, you do that after. So like if you're because you fight as what, 4 men or 2 men, or what do you fight as?
I fight as 2 men.
Okay, so you get 1 die and then plus 2 more.
Okay, so I roll 3 total.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get to do that.
I got 1 6 and 1 5.
Okay.
I can't remember if a 5 hits.
5 does not hit. Not for you right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Right. You whip the slingstone past as Johannes is moving into position, and the stone flies through the air and passes through the sword that's there, and then you all kind of have this like weird feeling, like your eyes are a little bit blurred and stuff, and you notice that the swords are semi-transparent, and you can still hear the voices, but they're very like twisted and echoey.
I cry foul. Foul!
Okay, go ahead and make your you're going to fight the one sword, right, Mike?
Yes.
So you are using a sword. They're
I
heavy
stop.
You stop.
I stop. I will put my sword tip on the ground, and I say, "Forgive me, Joshua. My companion did not know that he could enter a duel with missile weapons. This was a dishonor on my part. I will offer you a free strike."
Oh, okay. So he's going to go first. Chat. You're in plate though. I need 2d6. What is that? Bold strategy. 5. Nope, that's no good. And how about the other one? Oh, sometimes the bot gets held up, so you might have to try it again. 4. Okay, yeah. So the sword swings, and it seems to pass right through you.
Yes.
Right.
So, Sir Joshua, are you satisfied?
Joshua says, "Why are you interfering here? Move along."
Oh, one cannot simply pass a good duel. It did not
This is
seem
not
fair to be unevenly matched.
This is not for you, good sir. Move along.
I beg your pardon. I will not let the honor of this fair woman be sullied by you two brutes.
You must move along now, or I will slay you where you stand.
I am insulted by that, sir, and dare you to come forward.
Alright, it's gonna chat, give me 2 more d6s, it's gonna come at you again. One more, 2 more d6. Oh, it's not Brenda, it's this is Joshua. Brenda's having a tea, okay. Okay, so 2 to 1. So the sword once again passes right through you.
Yes, it appears your bark is worse than your bite. Shall we recommence?
I think you should move along.
I think, sir, you should challenge me or withdraw. Do you withdraw?
Okay. Chat, roll with 2d6. 2 more. Oh, double ones. Okay. The sword drops to the ground, and you actually hear a cling, 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 and it's just sitting there.
I see. Then as winner of this duel, I demand satisfaction, and I take your sword.
You hear nothing.
I go to pick up the sword.
Okay, yeah, pick up the sword. It's a kind of standard arming sword. Very light, high quality. It's got a little bit of like a slight glow to it as you pick it up, like a bluish hint. Let's see what kind of magic sword it is. All right, magic sword. Dun, 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 dun. Chat. We're winning again. I don't think so. The chat is never winning. You guys are the worst. All right, so... Oh, can you roll a percentile? Did I put percentile in there? See if you can do a D100 on the chat, somebody. Roll me a sword. This is Joshua the Sword. A better bot. Oh, yeah, it worked. 31. Ah, okay. This one is actually a... So that would be... Oh, wow. Okay. This is actually, when you pick it up, you notice that it's got this little glow on it. And as you kind of raise it up to inspect it more, it actually it becomes a light. It lights up with a blue flame. It is a flaming sword.
Oh.
Joshua the Flaming Sword.
In more ways than one, or not?
Yes. No. It is actually a bonus of +1, but plus against trolls and undead and stuff, it's more a bonus. We'll deal with that if that comes up.
Okay.
So you can extinguish the flame if you'd like, or keep it going. You feel that Joshua has yielded to your skill, and the other two swords, by the way, have disappeared.
Ah.
Good job, Johannes. Johannes? How do you say your name?
Johannes.
Johannes.
Name is
Sorry we couldn't get a smaller one for you, Franklin, but that sword seems pretty powerful.
Would you like my sword,
Oh,
Franklin? Or Verlin? What's your name?
Valera.
Valera.
No, as you know, I'm a magic user. I don't typically use a sword.
No, well, you should. It's a far superior weapon than the sticks that you have.
I have my dagger that sheds light, and I hold up Wasp.
Oh, well, look at this. See? Sheds light also. I betcha my light is brighter. Shine, Joshua!
it gets pretty flamey. It's like torch brightness,
Oh.
which I think is brighter than the dagger. Wow. Johannes showing out.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Pretty cool. You guys getting magic items and all. Me over here risking my life, backing Johannes up, only to be dissed like that.
I didn't. I'm sure that you have not been around a proper fight. Perhaps, can you use a mace? Would you like a mace, perhaps?
No. I got a
real
dagger.
Weapon? What do you have?
I got my sling.
Yes, a sling. A sling.
Well, maybe we'll find something for you
Yes.
further on, Franklin.
Perhaps. Alright, I'm gonna go check this door.
Okay, you want to listen to the
Franklin's
door?
gonna go listen at the door.
Alright. Chat, roll me a d6. Little listen. Alright, one magic sword. It's hard being short, you're easily overlooked, it's true. It's pretty quiet on the other side of the sword, on the other side of the door, you don't hear anything.
Valera, what type of wizard are you?
An elvish one.
An elvish one? Yes. Something about my brain lately. Things just keep falling out of it.
Oh, that's okay. You remember I cast protection from evil at one point?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I think I do recall that.
Well,
Yes,
That
maybe
was
I.
the Nixies. Was that the Nixies?
No, unfortunately, I just almost got charmed by the Nixies.
Oh. Ooh. No, can't say I remember it then.
Well, I can't hear anything. Probably because there are two adventurers talking in my ear, but, either way. I don't think there's
You were
anything
listening. I'm sorry. No,
beyond this door.
no, that's fine. You go ahead. Do your job. I'll be quiet.
Yes, there's
No, go on.
nothing beyond this door. Go ahead, Johannes. Lead us. Lead
Very
us
quietly.
through the door.
Yes. No, go. Go ahead. You scamper. Go, scamper. Scamper. That is what you do. I clank. You scamper.
Well, this is true.
Would you like to open the door?
Franklin presses his ear against the door again, acting like he's listening, and then he goes, "Ah, yes. I'm for certain now. There's nothing beyond the other side. Go ahead, Johannes. You and your magical sword."
Well, if I must take the lead, I shall. I thought I would give you the honor.
Oh no! I am just the humble torchbearer. And he holds the lantern up above his head again.
There are no small roles, only small persons. Or is that how it goes? No, it's not how it goes, is it? It's something like that. Anyway, I shall go through the door.
Okay, yeah. So you move to the northern part of the corridor, which isn't very far, and open up this door. You're looking down into a corridor. You're at the far west side of it. It runs to the east about 25 feet, and you see then there's a set of stairs going up. Otherwise, there's no other passages, no windows or anything else. It's a pretty empty hallway. Like most of this place, it is that beautiful marble, but quite dusty, and it looks like it hasn't been tread upon in a long time.
I think this is better suited for two people who are less heavier clad than I. Perhaps the two of you wish to go up first, and I will try to ascend as quietly as possible.
How dark is it up the stairs?
Well, with the magic sword shedding light, not very dark at all. But otherwise it's dark. Yeah, you'd have to use kind of a lantern if you want to move ahead without the sword.
Okay.
Yeah, I can. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's fine.
I was just gonna say I could pull out my dagger. It's only candlelight, but it'll be something. If you don't want to hold the lantern.
My sword.
Oh yes, I'll follow you with the lantern. No problem.
You might need your sword, Johannes.
Look at this is an abandoned stairwell. You see the dust everywhere. What would be here?
Well, there's a rumor that there's a lot of really powerful magic here. That's why I came to seek out arcane knowledge. So there still could be magic, even if there's not footprints.
Oh, well, an appropriate place for a magic user as yourself, then.
Okay, so you enter into the corridor. Who's going first? Giannis?
I guess I am.
Okay. Chat, roll me a d6.
Unless you want Johannes to.
Clank, 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 clank.
The very quiet elf will go, "Oh, nice, okay." Yeah,
so trash can.
You get to the top of the stairs, and you can see that the hallway continues another 20 feet till it gets to essentially a T intersection going north-south. But as you're standing at the intersection, or you get to the intersection, you kind of sense, with your elfiness, that to your left, which is the north side of this corridor you're in, there is some kind of a passage that's been hidden, like a concealed passageway. You can see the line of it on the side. Just a simple one of those ones you push and the wall kind of spins. So essentially, from where you're at, you're heading east, On the north side of this hallway, there is this concealed entrance. But if you were to go just a little bit further, you've got a T section, so you can go north or south down to kind of a standard hallway.
Okay. I look over at Johannes and Franklin, and I say, hark. That's what you guys say when you see something, right? Humans, hark.
Hark,
There seems to be a secret passage here.
alas. Perhaps.
And you know we're looking for orcs. Remember the orcs?
Oh yes, orcs. Yes, yes.
I remember you asking where they were from.
That's right.
I do remember asking about that. Yes.
Chat roll me another d6. But okay, yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
I'd like to check out the secret passageway. If you guys, do you want to listen, Franco? Lynn?
Yes. Let me lend my ear and see what I can hear.
You listen at the door. You can actually pick up the sound of what sounds like wind. It sounds similar to what you heard when you were in the tower. Like you would imagine there's probably some windows in the space beyond. But you don't hear anything that sounds like anybody moving around like a person or anybody talking or anything. But you do hear the wind.
Yes. Wind. Sounds
You
like...
could listen to the wind.
Just sounds like wind on the other side. You know what, Johannes? I'm gonna get this one for you. And Franklin will push the passage open.
Okay, yeah, you definitely do that. So you push open the door, and you're looking into a room. There is light in here, because you see all the ways to the west. There's windows. But you're looking into a room that is about 30 foot north to south, about almost 60 foot east to west. You're in the southeast corner, basically, on the south wall. It is actually... There is a box text, which I always love. This partially intact ancient laboratory holds the remains of several experiments. Small scraps of paper, beakers, and a variety of other equipment spilled across onto two large oaken tables. A beautiful life-size green crystal statue of a male warrior with shield stands in the northeast corner. A polished cloth is draped over its shield. An empty bookcase is leaning against the north wall, and a destroyed bookcase lies on the floor near the south wall. You don't see any other means out of this space except on the north wall, almost all the ways to the western side, there is one other, like an actual door. What you're coming through is like a secret door.
Okay, bookcases though. I want to see what's in there. Johannes, back me up.
Oh, why, certainly.
Yeah,
Actually,
check out.
I will go forward if you want. I don't
Okay.
need to back you.
Forward me then.
I will
Forward me up.
And forward you up. Okay. Yes, you enter the space and head towards that bookcase. Are you also following Franklin?
Yes, Franklin is following.
Okay. Yeah. So you get about halfway across the room, and you hear a scraping sound as the green crystal warrior raises its arm up and pulls the shiny cloth off its shield, throws it on the ground. You can kind of hear the joints going, it's because it's an automaton, and it pulls forth a sword made of crystal sword at that. So this thing is not happy that you're in here, and it's going to try to kill you. So what is your plan, Valeria?
My plan is to back out of the room.
No, you're going to retreat. Okay. How about Franklin?
Well, if you're going to back out, I guess I'll do the same.
Well, I just need time to think,
Johannes?
Oh, are we thinking? Is that what we're doing? I shall hold the ground while you think.
Okay. You're gonna hold
Let's see
good.
what I got.
All right. So chat, roll me a d6 for initiative.
I don't think I have any more spells.
All right. Johannes never backs down.
Now's the time you tell me.
They got a 4. Go ahead, Johannes. It's your fighting roll. D6 for initiative. For the group.
That's a 1.
Okay, it's going to get to move first. It actually moves. Since it goes first, it's going to move to the in front of the secret passage. Like it sees you start to move back that way, it gets in your way. It's kind of blocking you essentially. So those who are wishing to retreat are not going to be able to. I mean, I guess you could go towards the other unknown door if you want to run in that direction, but it goes to block the way you came from. Did you want to move towards the unknown door?
No, that's okay.
How about Franklin? Did you want to move towards the unknown door?
Yeah, Franklin will back up if he needs to, because he's going to use his sling.
Okay. Yeah, you can just back up a little bit, enough to use the sling, stay in short range. Okay, so then we're going to go into combat. So missile fire happens first. So you can actually use your sling if you'd like, Franklin. This thing defends as armored foot, I believe. Yep. So you are throwing a sling, so it's going to be just like before. You're going to roll 3 dice.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're trying to get a 6.
And 6 hits.
Yep.
I got 1 6, so
Hey!
he swirls his sling above his head and lets it go and pap right this thing in the forehead.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, and then we're going to go into a melee. It's not dead, unfortunately, but that does take a chunk off of it. So for melee, well, it's simultaneous, but we'll do the players first because that's always fun. Johannes, you are attacking with your sword, I'm assuming, which is heavy foot against armored foot. So heavy foot against armored foot is 1 die per 2 men, and you fight as 4 men, correct?
3.
3. Okay, so you are getting 1 die then. However, you also have a bonus of 1 extra die because you are using a magic sword. So you roll 2 dice, any 6s count as hits.
No hits.
Okay. Chat! You are armored foot, attacking armored foot. So 1 die per man, 6 hits. They're gonna go after Johannes. So we got 3d6 from the chat. Oh, nope. Now you roll 1s, Tyler. What's going on? You need 6s. Come on. Okay, so that's first roll is 1, nothing. Try again. Hearts. You got nothing. You got a banana. Try it again. You did too fast. 2, nope. 1 more. Is that the technique you roll a banana between? No, nothing. Okay, so yeah, this thing swings at you with its sword and clinks off your armor as we end the first round of combat. It looks like a chip of it fell off, but otherwise it's still fighting strong. It doesn't, it's an automaton, so it doesn't show any kind of like it's weakened or whatever, but you can definitely see there's a crack in it. So what does everybody want to do? Valeria?
Valeria wants to try to screech a really high-pitched, loud note and try to shatter part of it. She doesn't have anything else right now, so that's what, it's because it's crystal. She's like, I bet I can make my voice so high and loud that it vibrates it and just shatters it. I bet I can do that.
Wow.
That sounds absolutely perfectly reasonable to me. Okay. That's either going to be epic or terrible. Franklin?
Franklin's going to sling again.
Mm-hmm. And Johannes? What is your
I
plan?
will slaughter the beast.
Okay, you get to hit it with the sword again?
Yes.
Okay, so initiative doesn't actually matter because nobody's really moving. I guess that I'll count the singing as magic. So that'll happen after missiles. But go ahead and
I want to hear it. I want to hear
Yes.
the song.
we gotta role play it out.
I just noticed that I fight as 2 men plus 1. What does that plus 1
Oh,
do?
you should get a +1 to your roll as well. There you go.
Do I get another dice?
Not another
Or-
die, but a +1 to one of your dice.
Okay, got it. All right.
Yep. But to any one of your dice, you can add 1 to it.
Okay, I had a 5, but that plus 1 brings it up to a 6. So
Nice.
like he almost misses, but at the last moment he re-aims and whack right in the chest.
Nice. Yeah, and this thing is cracking even more. All right, so that didn't give me hardly enough time to adjudicate this. All right, so we'll say singing falls under Constitution. And let's do an average because it's Dungeons and Dragons, so you have to do math. So what's your charisma?
My charisma?
Yeah, we're going to do an average of
Is?
charisma plus Constitution.
My charisma is 11. My constitution is 8.
Oh my god, okay. So that's 19. Okay, so 9.5. So we'll give you 10 because I'm nice. All right, 4d6 under your bind. That is now
boy.
that is now blah 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 math exactly.
46
That is-
under?
This is now canon. This is how we handle this all the time. 4d6 under your con plus charisma.
Yeah, you
average.
hear Valeria just let out a high-pitched, caterwauling. Sorry, I dropped the dice.
Oh.
Caterwauling screech. Sounds really horrible. If there were any dogs, they'd be baying. 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 3 is 10.
10 exactly.
Yep.
No, I said under. So all right, yeah. So you that would have been so close. All right, you're screwing. You see this thing? It starts to like crack a little bit, but then you give out. Like you're like you're not. You can't hold it quite long enough. You hit that note, but you just can't hold it long enough, and you start coughing or whatever.
Oh, I knew I should have done my breathing exercises.
So close. Okay, go for it, Johannes. Hit this thing with your sword, or try to.
Yes.
Yep.
Foul beast, you have no honor, and I have no success.
Okay. Yeah, you swing at this thing. Like, all right, chat. 3 6s, 3d6. Let's see if they they killed the cleric last time, Mike. So you might be in trouble. Nope, that's a 1. Now you roll the ones. You never roll a 1 when I'm rolling a wandering monster check. Nope. Try again. We throw a banana out there. I think that's what that emoji is. It's so small. I'm pretty sure it's a banana. I could be saying that. Did you just roll another one? Yes, you did. Wow. What? Okay, yeah. So that's not. You're not going to have enough to kill him. Sorry. So yeah. So the creature swings and you're able to knock it back. It's like barely together because it started to shatter a little bit. You can see the cracks, internal cracks, which you might think is from your singing, but it was probably mostly from the slingstones. As we come into the third round.
Totally.
So if nobody's moving, we're gonna just go into fighting again. So what's everybody's plan, Valeria? What is your plan this round?
Since that didn't work, I will. My dagger is +2 when thrown.
Oh.
So I'm going to aim at one of the cracks, kind of, and be like, "I'll try this now."
Nice. How about Franklin?
Franklin is going to start twirling his sling, and he's going to yell at Johannes, "Use your mace!"
There you go. And Johannes, what's your plan?
I stop fighting and I turn around and I scold the halfling to tell me how to fight.
Nice. You turn your back on it. Nice. I love it. Okay. Missiles. Valeria, go for it. So that's Lightfoot, unfortunately, the dagger, but you get 2 extra dice. So, Light versus Armored is 1 die per 3 men. Oh, I don't
even think I can hit it.
What are you, 2 men?
2 men, yeah.
Do you have a dex bonus or anything?
+1 missile fire.
Okay, yeah, so that adds 1 die. So you will. So yeah, we'll say and then you get +2 with the. Yes, you can roll 3 dice actually because you got the magic.
Okay.
But it's gonna take a 6 to hit it.
Yeah. Come on, Wasp. Let him feel your sting. 2 5s and a 1.
All right, yeah. The stick flies past and clanks on the clatters on the ground past the creature. Franklin, it's up to you.
Alright, Franklin says, "No, this is how you do it," and his sling swips right past the Guardian.
You
Well,
missed.
not like that.
All right, chat.
Yes,
Go
that's
for
what
it.
I just did, Franklin.
Give me 3 more dice in the chat.
We're gonna die.
Such confidence.
Fortunately for Johannes, he's in plate armor, so his armor's going to hold up even with his back turned. Oh, Tyler. Well, you're getting there. You got a 2 that time. If you keep going, you might actually get... Oh, man. All right. Well, if you keep rolling, you'll eventually get higher. 5. There you go. That's better. 1 more. Right. Okay. No. Okay. So yeah. So this thing kind of like clanks against your plate armor, and you just kind of it doesn't cause any damage. Doesn't penetrate through.
Right.
And okay, that was I may have jumped the gun by saying that was probably going to be the last round. So I won't say anything this time. What's everybody's plan, Larry?
I'm going to try to run and get my dagger.
Okay, you can do that. You won't be able to use it to attack this time.
No, I think I need to pick it up though.
Franklin, what's your plan?
Sling.
Okay. And Johannes, this thing hit you when your back was turned. Do you want to...
Yes. Now I'm going to use my full body as I have now a full 180 twist to add in there.
Nice.
So I have all this momentum now to carry myself in there.
Fantastic. All right, well, it's not moving, so you can just do your move, so we don't have to worry about that. So
Right.
Valeria runs over past the thing and grabs the dagger off the ground. Franklin with the missile fire.
Franklin misses wildly again.
Nice. All right. Johannes, bring it home. You spin around with the magical sword.
Yes, Joshua, do not fail me! You utter worthless piece of steel!
Does that mean he failed you? Perhaps you should talk nicer to it. Yeah, you swing the sword. All right, chat. Give me 3 more dice. They can't. They don't want to finish this thing. They want to keep it alive, I guess. All right, Tyler. Let's see it. Redeem yourself. Nightbot hates you guys tonight. No. Yeah, I mean, you really need it. It's actually going to be hard to kill him because he's in plate. So, oh, that's not bad. Uh-oh. One more.
Uh-oh.
No.
If he dents this armor,
Yeah.
it's all over.
Nope. Oh my god, Tyler rolled another 1.
If I have to pound
Wow,
a dent
Tyler.
out of this armor,
No, not that 1. Alright, yes, he crashes into your sword blade. You spin around and maybe you clash swords so nobody does any damage to each other. Gives up. In a different game, Tyler, you'd be doing well with the rolling the 1s. If you have to be the one searching for secret doors. Okay, so what does everybody want to do? You got your dagger again, Valeria. Franklin, your aim has gotten worse as the moments have come. What would you like to do?
Do another
Hello?
sling.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, what does Valeria want to do? So sling with Franco Lynn.
I think
What do I
Franklin's
do?
slinging.
Yeah, what would you like to do, Nikki?
I can't seem to do anything. I'm gonna say he's crystal. There's got to be something there, and I'm gonna take one of the emeralds that we have, and I'm gonna try to scratch him with that.
Oh, you
Damage
hit
him
with an emerald.
with a gem on gem. Yep.
Gem on gem. Oh man, that's some serious stuff there. Okay, so you're gonna charge him and hit him with a gem.
Yeah, I'm behind him,
about,
so I can
yeah.
kind of.
How about Johannes?
Johannes is going to grab his sword so that he has one hand on the tang and the other hand on the blade, and he's just going to smash him.
Oh, nice. Okay, I
with
like it. Right. Yeah. Forget about the delicate slicing. This thing is
Yes.
crystal.
We're just going
Makes sense.
to foul beast, you must succumb.
All right, listen. He wants to text pictures of his real dice rolls. No. You must submit to Nightbot. Nightbot hates the chat. Okay, so we've got to find another bot for you guys. Okay, so again, nobody's moving, so we can just go right into it. Missile fire would be Franco Lynn.
Miss.
Okay, and then we're gonna melee this thing. So I guess I'll actually count the gem on gem. I'll count that as heavy foot because that sounds like a pretty interesting thing. So you heavy foot versus armored. So you 1 die per 2 men. You still. So you fight as what?
I'm level 2 men.
Okay, so 1 die, 6 hits.
Okay. Oh, look at that! Finally, I smash it into it. I actually rolled a 6.
You just hit him with the thing. The cracks start spiderwebbing up. Johannes, make your attacks. Because remember, melee is all simultaneous, so all this is happening no matter what.
There we go. There's a 6. You won.
So from the back with the elf and the sword in the front, and chat. Let's see. Give me some attacks. This is your dying below here, chat. Let's see if you can cause any damage. 3 dice from the chat. Oh, man. Oh, nope. 3's no good. Are you sure you're not one of the players, Tyler? Because you keep rolling ones. That feels like a player thing to do.
I paid him a lot of money.
Exactly. Oh, man. It's absolutely terrible. It's rolling 1d1. That's why you're rolling it that way. Oh, my God. Oh, no, you just rolled a 1. Okay. So, yeah. This thing, it draws back to hit, and then between the emerald smacking in the back and the sword from the front from Johannes, this thing just shatters. And pieces of crystal fall over the ground. The creature seems to be dead. Well, it's in a bunch of pieces. It was probably never really alive, but,
Lyra looks at the emerald in her hand and she says, "Why don't we fight with gems more often?"
Yes. Well done. I would not have thought of that.
Do you too?
If you want, you could give me that emerald, and I could use it as a sling stone. I mean,
We had a couple of them.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure we gave you one. You can have it.
Yes, and wonderful distraction with the stones that you threw about.
Yes. Well,
I'm sure it kept it very busy.
I mean, I hit it twice. Not that I'm keeping count or anything.
Oh, you hit it twice. I see. Oh, okay. Yes.
I don't want to make anyone look bad here. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
yes. And somehow I'm standing in a pile of crystal, and you are standing where? Oh, yes. Yes, I understand.
All
Very
right.
good. Why don't you go listen at that other door? The one.
You know what? That's a good idea. I think I'll do that.
Good.
While he's doing that, can I look around in the crystal and look at the bookshelves?
Sure, absolutely. Chat, roll me a d6. We set Nightbot to not repeat so often. I think it's supposed to be random. I actually don't know how it works. And you are rolling a lot of ones, though. This is not uncommon. Yeah, there you go. You just rolled 4. Okay, so... No Carl this time. He was stuck in traffic. So, Johannes is back, or for the first time. So, yeah, you listen at the door. It's quiet. As far as the shelf's concerned, you actually find a handful of books. They're mostly old and crumbling, but there are actually 2 scroll tubes, one of which has a scroll on it.
Nice. Write that down.
So yeah, it's clearly a magical scroll when you look at it. I'm assuming you look at it. Yeah.
Of course.
So technically, you're supposed to have like read magic and take it back, whatever. But just because of the nature of how we're running this, I think it will just say that you can read the scroll, and you see that there's a couple of spells on it. Invisibility.
Ooh.
And Dimension Door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the way a scroll works, of course, is it's a one-time use. I mean, each of the spells, of course.
So you found parchment.
Yes, but words have power.
Yes.
And these
I'm
words
sure.
are very powerful indeed.
We shall see.
And
What is behind the door there, little one?
I'm trying
quiet.
to listen, but you got someone talking again. I'm just saying. Yeah, I believe everything is perfectly safe.
Perfectly safe.
Perfectly safe.
I see.
Oh, that's interesting. So Evil Jeff says it would be more fun if you could only use one of the spells and then the whole scroll disappears. Huh.
Ooh.
Maybe that might actually be not a bad idea.
Ooh.
We'll vote on that. What does the rest of the chat think? Oh, right. It could happen like that. We don't know. Okay. Yeah, we don't know. Or do we now?
Humans.
Choose your spells wisely. So yeah, it's quiet behind the door.
Well,
what do you think, Valeria? Would you like to open this one? I mean, Johannes has opened one, and I've opened one.
I'll open it.
Okay.
I have my gem ready.
With the gem ready. Okay. Chat, roll me a d6.
Step aside, my lady. I shall open this door
nice.
for you.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you.
So you open the door into a hallway. The hallway's running east to west, basically. All the ways on the west side, there's another window, so you can see and hear this light coming through. Besides, of course, your torches and stuff. This has got a bunch of doors. You're on the south wall. There's only that one door on the south wall. But all the ways at the end of the corridor, which is about 60 feet down, you can just kind of see it through the window light coming through. There's a door. And then on the north door, you've got... the north wall, I'm sorry, there are 3 doors. One is like almost all the ways to the west. One's pretty much dead center in the hall. And then the other one's all the ways to the east. So there's a total of 4 unexplored doors in this space.
More doors.
Well, give me one second. I'm curious exactly where we're at. And Franklin is going to try and sneak over to that window.
Okay. Yeah, you walk over to the window very quietly on your soft hobbit feet, and you peek out. You got to kind of like get up on your toes, so you're only 2 feet tall. You get up and you kind of peek out the window. You could see to the Basically to your left, which would be to the south, you can see the tower that you were in earlier, the one that you came up on this level. You see the windows open and everything. It's flat-topped. To the north, you can see that the wall kind of stretches out directly through that door that basically is on the other side. You're right here looking through the window. The door's like right next to you, so you kind of look that way. There's no windows, unfortunately, in whatever's directly right there. However, a little bit further north up, you see the castle kind of goes diagonally out, so it sticks out again, and you see some windows there. Let me see if you can see anything inside those windows. Let me just see what's in that room. Yeah, you can actually see that this room is kind of at a diagonal, and there's two windows. It's from where you are. It's probably about 40 feet away. I mean, obviously, you'd have to be able to fly to get there, or walk through the building. But what you do notice is that it seems like there's some more bookcases in that room, but it's hard to really make out, obviously, from this distance.
All right.
Otherwise, nothing else looks familiar.
Franklin will walk back and on his soft feet, and he'll draw it out in the dust on the ground and go, over here is the tower we were resting in, and over here there's a room with some bookcases.
Ooh. So you're saying we should go that way towards the other room?
Well, I mean, I know how much you enjoy the bookie stuff, so we could go that way.
What do you think, Johannes?
I think we should consider going forward. Wherever you would like to go. We are looking for orcs, are we not?
At one point we were. Yeah.
At one point. So has our destination, our choice of destination, changed recently?
Well, we went up, and ever since then it's been a little weird.
I see.
But we made a really, really nice pyramid with a bear and everything to get up.
I was going to say, now it's getting weird.
It was weird.
A little weird.
Do we see any evidence of the orcs? I mean, we were kind of trying to follow what we thought they went, but since we come up, I haven't seen.
No, there's not been any evidence in this direction of the orcs.
Okay.
Then, if we are no longer on the quest of the orcs, then perhaps you should decide where you want to go.
Chat roll be a d6. Yeah, I think the just as a for anybody who might be watching, and also just because Mike wasn't technically there, they just encountered some orcs, and then they were like, well, orcs might have treasure, so let's follow them. So I don't think there was anything specifically that they were looking for, except for to try to get some treasure.
Yeah.
That's right? Am I remembering it?
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's as much of the...
Well,
we've been finding some cool stuff, We got bear capes and elementals and... Yeah.
Quite the quest. Never mind.
What we could do is we could take a rope down that window and rest up in the tower till you get your spells back, and then continue exploring.
Let's ask
we know
Joshua.
That the tower is safe.
Joshua, what do you think we should go?
Chat roll d6.
Joshua? Come now, let's not be embarrassed.
Would you like to play a game?
So the sword says, You've not shed enough blood today. I thought you were a powerful warrior. I am ashamed to be your sword, based on what we've done so far.
Oh, a cutting blade. I enjoy this sword. I like you, sir.
We'll see if I like you or not.
Yes, again, a cutting side. I like this. You keep it up. You have quite the edge.
So, forward, or do we rest?
Forward. Let us slay some books.
Yeah. Also, sorry, because just to be clear, the tower that you saw was the one that you came up with outside the room with the swords, not the one where you rested.
Oh, okay. Well,
You could get back to that one, but you'd have to go back down. I mean, you know how to get back to that. You just have to go. You have to travel back through
Yeah. I was confused. I thought it was
Yeah.
resting.
Nope. If there is a resting tower, you just have to go back to that little dungeon area to get to it, where the skeleton was on the ground pointing. Okay, so which way do you want to go? You got a door to the east and 3 doors to the north.
3 doors to the north, they all look the same?
Yes, they all look the same. You know what? No, they do not all look the same. The on the northern wall, the door on the furthest west side and the furthest east side are kind of single doors, and the one in the center it's not a double door, but it's a bigger door, like it's wider, like a more fancy door.
Okay.
It's tempting.
Fancy
us.
door?
No.
No?
I say we go for the common one.
Okay.
It just wants us to go through the fancy one.
Oh, you're probably right.
Yes. Clever swords, clever doors. I'm beginning to understand this place.
Yes. It's really strange, but it's, we've gotten some treasure.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
For number 4. So do you want furthest west or furthest east on the north wall?
What do you think, little one? You seem to have the best ears here.
I say we go for the closest one. That way we don't have anyone sneaking up behind us.
That'd be the west one, because you're standing right next to it.
I shall go listen at that door for us.
You
Okay.
are a fearful one, aren't you?
Chat, roll me a d6 for the listen. If players want Tyler to roll it. Nice. Okay, so quiet. All's quiet through the door.
Alright.
We call this one door number 4.
I'll open this one.
Okay.
And Franklin will open it.
Okay, so you pull the door open, and you're looking into a room. It's only about 10 foot wide by about 20 foot deep. You can see now rotted and broken down shelving. Looks like it was probably some kind of a storage room. No windows, no like porch sconces or anything. It's basically just whatever light you have from your lantern shining in there. Doesn't look like there's much of value that you can see just very easily. Obviously, you can dig through it if you'd like, but it looks like a storage room.
Doesn't look like much of value in here, but looks can be deceiving.
Let's just take a quick rummage.
Yes.
Okay. You want to look around in there? All 3 of you? Okay.
I will stay outside and keep an eye out for
Okay.
those who might be fearful of wandering things.
Okay, fair enough. Chat, roll me a d6. Okay. Isla, finally. Da-da-da.
Yellow mold.
Oh. Yellow mold. A wandering yellow mold. Roll another d6 for me, chat.
But you said Alan Alda.
Alan Alda, that would be, yellow mold, yeah, could be. Any of that could be interesting. I don't know if I could do that voice. Or extra for that. Hawkeye. We need a d6 to see what comes a creeping. Luckily, the party was wise and left a guard.
Yes.
Yeah, Johannes.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. And a d8 as well.
For anyone who's watching that doesn't know, when the DM says, "Oh, fantastic," that usually means it's not.
All right. Well, you are on guard. You are prepared, obviously, so you will not be surprised. However, they don't necessarily know you're here. So, chat, roll me one more d6 to see if these approaching people are surprised. Or potentially surprised.
I'm all a quiver.
Okay. So they're moving quietly enough. They're going to kind of come... Where are they coming from? Okay, yeah. They're going to come from the corridor. It makes more sense. They come from the door on the east. Johannes, you notice that the door on the east opens up, and standing there, you see a man, but there's clearly a group of them. They are look like adventurers, possibly. They're clad in leather armor. They're armed with crossbows and apparently swords. And when they see you, they raise their crossbows. And they say, "Ah, look, I found treasure." So, yeah.
I step into the room and close the door.
because to a bandit, you are treasure. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, so you're gonna, which is wise. You're gonna try to step into the room before they impale you with their crossbow.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna roll initiative, and then we'll see what happens here. Chat, roll initiative, d6. If you beat them, then you'll get to shoot. Well, actually, everybody gets to move first anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. That's just how it works. So you're going to be able to get into the room before they shoot, no matter what. It wasn't a surprise round. But roll initiative anyways. 5 for them. What'd you get, Mike? 6? Aha, okay, yeah. So, yeah, they foolishly took the time to trash talk and say that you were treasure. And during that period, you just, wink, step into the thing, close the door. Of course, now in this small space, because you closed the door, in this 10-foot wide by 20-foot long room, the elf and the halfling are digging through these rotted boxes as you step in and close the door, and you hear boots stomping outside as they charge towards the room.
I won't be able to hold them forever, but there are several bandits that wish to seize us.
Well, that's not very nice.
They have crossbows.
Oh, that's even not nicer.
Yes. However, I think we will limit their effectiveness by getting them in this smaller area.
I agree. No secret doors in this room?
Roll a d6.
Okay. 4.
And you are an elf, so you will see it. Yes, all the way to the back of the room, there is, in fact, it's not like a typical secret door. It's actually a very low. You're going to have to get on your belly and crawl through. But there's like a small cubby area, and when you reach down, you can actually see that there seems to be some kind of statue or something in the other room on the other side of it. And this is like the base of the statue, so when you push it, you got to kind of like push it aside. But yeah, there is actually a door here. They, of course, going to try to push their way through this door that I'm assuming that Johannes is going to try to hold, or he's going to let them come through the door. Like,
No, I'm going to try to hold it.
I'm going to say, we could do that, or we could go this way. If you can fit, Johannes.
Well, I will let you go first, and then I will attempt it.
Oh, be careful.
I am always careful.
Well, remember that if you have any gems, they make good weapons, and I will go crawl through.
Okay. How about Franco, what's your plan?
Franco is just gonna kind of crouch and say, "Yes, be careful," and crouch his way through.
All right, yeah. All right, so this is that room where you saw books. You right away recognize as you kind of come into this room. There's light in here because there's windows. So we're going to have them make an open door attempt. I think that's how we'll do it. So chat, roll me a d6 to see if they can push the door open while Johannes is holding it.
And Joshua.
And Joshua.
Don't forget Joshua.
Oh, you will definitely roll 2. Okay, so yeah, you no, that's a 3. So yeah, they slam into the door and you're able to hold it for 1 round. So that's Valeria going through. Give me one more
Joshua.
Chat. Let's
Steady,
get another
Joshua.
One, chat. Let's see if Franco Lynn can get through. E6 in the chat. Oh no, that guy. They let one of the weaker bandits rush into the door. You're holding it steady. You see Franco Lynn go through the statuary, and I guess you're gonna have to let go of the door and run for it, right? That's your plan.
Yes.
Okay. All right, chat. Let's see if they can get the door open and see, the rear end of Joshua for a possible crossbow shot. No, he will chat with a 5. Okay, I was gonna give it a 1 through 3 actually because nobody's holding it anymore. But yeah, they slam into it again. You hear the door buckle as you crawl through. Brave Sir Robin.
Yes.
Through the other side. I mean, yes, you came through a secret door, but even if you close it, I mean, they clearly saw you go in this room, so you don't have a whole lot of time. But I will give you a quick brief of this room, since the other two are sitting here for a minute. So it's kind of an odd-shaped room. You're basically, you came in from behind a statue. It is a statue of a young girl playing with a dove. So she's got, the dove. It's in the southeast corner of an oddly shaped room. There's a large hand-carved bookcase stands next to the northeast wall. 2 wooden benches, one in front of each of the 2 windows facing southwest, have scrolls lying on them. A dead potted tree sits in the northwest corner. Okay, so give you a couple pieces of information here. One is that, hold on. This map is really a bad. I hope it's like one of those blue maps. Let me look at the version of it. I can't tell if that's just a passageway. Oh, no, yeah, there is. Okay. So actually, there's an open passageway almost directly across from you that looks like it goes into another room. That room you can quickly see, it looks like a bedroom. There's a huge bed in there. Or to the right, so to the east, there's like a short corridor with a door. And to your left, which is to the west, is that kind of slanted wall with the bookcase and the windows. But doesn't appear to be any other way out there. So you've got essentially the statue where you came from to the south, directly across. It looks like a passageway into a bedroom, or you could go to the east and go through a door, if you so desired.
Does it sound like they're crawling through the secret passage after us?
Yeah, go ahead and give me another open doors. They got to get a 1 or 2, a 1 through 3 on an open door to get the door smashed open. So they're crashing into it each time. Chat, give me another D6. Yeah, you hear the door shatter open as soon as, pretty much as soon as you push the statue back, so they're going to come.
I shall hold them here.
Maybe you should drop the statue on their heads.
Yes.
Well, it's like a big, like full-size statue.
Oh.
Now,
I mean, you could knock it over, but then they'll be able to crawl through.
Right, and what we came through, the passage is only big enough for one to fit through, right?
That is correct. Basically, it's a full-length statue. Now you can see it on the side better. There's a full-length statue standing on like maybe a 2-foot by 2-foot square block of marble. So that's kind of what you pushed out of the way, and now you pushed it back. So like, there's just a small opening where they have to kind of, squeeze through.
Franco Lynn is gonna stand on like the side where the opening is, and he's gonna try and blend. Like it says, I can blend in the background. He's gonna try and like where they crawl through. He's gonna try and stand there with his dagger and be pressed against the wall. And when someone comes through, he's gonna try and stab him.
Oh, you got to stab on top of the head.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's vicious. Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Well, I'm basically waiting to do the same thing.
Okay. Also very savage. All right, so you guys are on either side of the statue.
Since
How about
Joshua wants a bloodletting.
That's right.
I'm going to go down and look at the bedroom, see if there's anything there I can use against these guys.
Okay, yeah, you walk into the bedroom casually. Yeah, it won't take. We'll say it'll take them 1d3 rounds to figure out where the secret door is. I mean, when they first step in, of course, they're like, "Where do they go?" But clearly, go ahead and exactly fun stabby time. Chat, roll me a d6, and I'll just cut it in half because I don't think there is a d6, d3 in the Nightbot. Okay, bedroom. In this room is a massive canopy bed, concealed behind thick, dark red curtains. A long dresser with matching chest of drawers and large stuffed easy chair. Three matching rugs lay side by side on the floor. Okay, this is a big space. It is east to west, 60 feet, and north to south, 50 feet. So it's a large, large room. You do not see, the bed, of course, is directly across from you. You don't see any other entrances or exits out of this room, nor are there any windows, for that matter.
Okay. I get a bad feeling, and I just decide to throw my dagger at whatever comes out if they can't get it.
Okay, so you just stand in that doorway waiting for something to come up. All right, so, okay, 3, so that's 2, so it takes 2 rounds. So you can do all that before they push the statue. So you get yourself back ready to throw the dagger. I mean, this is going to be terrible. All right, so the thing slides open, and the first bandit guy, he's got his crossbow. He sticks his face in to see what's there.
Smack.
Everybody roll your attacks. They're Lightfoot, so let's see. Dagger being thrown, that's Lightfoot. So
No,
1 die
stabbing.
per man. What's that? No, I'm doing Nick. Nick doing
Oh,
first.
sorry.
Yeah. Being thrown is Lightfoot, plus any magic from the dagger, right?
Yeah.
So however many dice that's 1 die per man. They're also Lightfoot.
Okay.
So 1 die per man plus any bonuses.
Okay.
6 is hit.
6 is hit, but no 6s.
All right, then Frank Lynn standing there with the same thing. You're Lightfoot as well.
I got 1 6.
Nice. Okay. And go ahead.
Stab him in the eye.
Oh, right. You
Right.
are sorry with the sword, right? So heavy
Yes.
foot versus light. 1 die per man, or 5 or 6 hits.
A 5 or a 6 hits?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I was too eager and I missed.
Oh, okay. Well, fortunately for you, bandits only have 1 hit die. So yeah, you go to swing down, and maybe the dagger flying through the air distracts you, clinks on the ground. But then Franklin just very carefully sticks the dagger in the guy's head, and he kind of slumps down, the crossbow sitting in front of him. And you hear a voice behind him, and he's like, keep going! And then they realize, probably after a couple seconds, he's dead. You hear them start to pull the body back.
Frankelin's gonna grab that crossbow.
Okay. So you have a crossbow.
Well done, little one.
Yeah, so they're pulling the body back, and you hear them. You can hear them arguing. They're not stupid. They are, but they're not that stupid. They're like, well, you go through. I'm not going to go through there. So they're trying to figure out how to get through there without getting stabbed in the face as they come.
No, you go through.
What do you mean? No, we're here.
No, you go through.
You come here. Give us your
Come
treasure.
here.
We won't kill
come
you.
here.
If you give us your treasure, we won't kill you.
Coward.
Is the crossbow loaded?
It is. It has 1 bolt in it. Yeah.
Okay, Frankelin's gonna crouch down and try and shoot through that hole.
You're gonna shoot somebody in the kneecap.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Taking arrows to the knee.
That's
Light crossbow.
versus
Against Lightfoot, 1 die per man, 5 or 6 hits. And,
and I get
plus 1 die.
plus 1 dexterity and plus 1 short, right?
Yep.
So that I get to roll 4 dice
4 dice, nice.
and 5 or 6 hits. So
Yep.
let's see. All right, I got 1 5, but that's still
Okay.
1 hit.
Yeah. So you shoot it through, and it goes right through somebody's kneecap, and he just collapses on the ground. And he's like, and just blood is just squirting out. He's holding it. He's clearly probably going to die unless something So something happens. It's like you hit some kind of maybe hit him in the thigh in one of those very important veins or arteries, whatever you have in your thigh. So yeah, blood is like shooting out, and the rest of he drops his crossbow, and the rest of the bandits like, "Hey, come on, that's not fair. Just give us your treasure." There's a lot of us.
Come and take it.
You come here.
No, you come here.
All right, fine. We'll split it.
You lazy cowards.
You guys should just go away. You're mean.
No, come here. I dare you.
They're gonna try to shoot a crossbow through the bolt through the hole, but of course you guys are sitting on the sides. So a bolt comes flying through and conks off the wall. Did you get him? Did you get him?
You're a poor shot.
Oh, you got me. Come on through.
You should come here. If you come through, we will give you half of your treasure after we take it all from you.
Oh, that sounds fair. Come on in.
No, you come here.
Oh, yes. No, come here.
Perhaps an alliance.
Perhaps. Yes, an alliance. Now we're talking.
Yes, we know where the good treasure is. Come through here and we'll lead you to it.
Uh-huh. Why don't you come over here and we'll shake on it?
That you hear like some shuffling, and then just through the hole you see a hand, like kind of reached around, like he's clearly got his body like out of the way. But he just reaches his hand up to shake.
I grab his hand and pull him in.
Wow. Okay. How strong are you?
16.
Oh, geez, you're super strong. Okay. Yeah, you grab this guy and yank him. Go ahead, just roll 1 through 4 on the d6. You can get him through.
1 through 4?
Yeah.
That's a 5.
Yeah. So you yank his hand, you hear his head slam against the wall, and he pulls his hand back. He said, "That's not very nice. There's a lot of us.
Oh, you're bigger than I thought you were.
Come through this way. I can't fit through there. You're right, I'm big. We're going to have all the treasure to ourselves."
No, you're not. Because all the treasure's in here.
No, we've already been in that room. There's no treasure in there. We knew all about that room.
Then tell me what's in this room. What is in this room? I might inquire.
3 cowards?
3 cowards? No, you are the cowards.
We're not the ones stabbing people in the head unfairly as they're climbing through a hole.
Stabbing the people in the head? We didn't stab you in the head.
Not me.
What? I went to
think
shake your hand.
Stabbed me.
I went to shake your hand and you pulled away.
You stabbed my cousin.
You craven little... Come over here. Little human. No, I'm a human. You craven rodent.
You hear them moving around?
Vermin. Come over here.
Come in here and say that.
What? I will. I'm coming. I've had enough of your nonsense.
Okay, good. Don't worry, we won't do anything as you come through.
They're gonna stab you. Don't go over there.
What? They're not gonna stab me. They're gonna shoot me first, and then stab me.
Well, then don't go over there. Why don't we just try to block this hole with something?
That's a good idea.
You smell something burning.
Right. Joshua, is that you?
No.
Are you guys lighting fires over there? You know, you're not very nice.
You better. We're gonna burn you out.
Well, that's kind of hard because we got a statue in front of the hole.
Well, not currently.
Oh, look. Statue in front of the hole.
All right. Chat, roll a d6 and see if you can get that in front versus Mike's d6. They're about to throw some lit trash in there. Chat, give me a d6. High is what you want, so don't let Tyler roll. 4.
3.
All right. Yeah. So you start to push the statue, and they throw like basically some lit trash on the thing. So it's like a bit of a fire in front of the statue now. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to actually hurt you, but it's kind of like you just kick it back.
Yeah, I throw it back.
All right. Yeah, you can do that. You throw it back in, and then they throw it back again.
Yeah. So I could do this all day.
No, we have more flammable materials in here.
Just
Oh,
get
you
the
do?
statue in front of it. I'll pour water on this fire.
Yes.
That won't work. This is magical fire.
It is not. I know
Magical
magic,
fire.
and this is not magic fire.
Yes, we have our own magician here, a mage of great renown.
Hey, Valeria, how long until our reinforcements get here?
I
We
hear them
already killed the
coming.
reinforcements.
No, you
hear
didn't.
you hear some boots moving. Chat, give me 2d6.
I feel like Yakety Sack should be playing at this point.
Alright, one more.
We're doing our Chip and Dale
Okay.
routine.
Yeah, so he says, alright, hold on. Just, why don't you give us back that crossbow that you stole, and we'll call it even at this point.
What?
But
The
you
crossbow?
give me a stack of quarrels, and I'll let you live.
Well, when you threw that rubbish that you were burning, you burned up the crossbow, you idiot.
Well, then I guess you're all gonna die. And you hear some movement around there, and you can see that the more smoke is starting to come through. And if you kind of peek into the hole for a second, you see that they pushed all the junk in front of the hole and lit it up. And you can actually hear them leaving. They seem to be leaving the room, having somewhat blocked your way with the fire. I mean, there's a window in the room that you're in, so you're not going to really get smoked up. But they don't know that, so so they seem to have left.
Right.
Yeah. Except for the one guy that's laying on the ground, now bled out with a crossbow bolt through his leg. And, of course, the guy that got stabbed in the face. Turns out Franklin's kind of a killing machine.
Yeah, Franklin wants to pull that one guy who got stabbed in the face into the room and search his body for some quarrels.
There's a fire in between you and the...
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Oh, after the fire dies down.
Oh, you gotta wait here?
Franklin's all for that. He wants to get some of those crossbow bolts.
But it could be a while. And I think there might be
Yeah.
something weird about the bedroom.
Roll me a d6, Chet. Send the crossbow
How
back
much
with a
garbage
crossbow.
was in that other?
Yeah.
There's a decent amount of garbage. It's gonna burn for a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So it's burning. You figure. I mean, you could try to push it out of the way using something like a stick or whatever. But right now, it's kind of blocking your way, and smoke's coming into the room. But again, it's not much because you have windows. So the room you're in currently, again, just to restate, to the north, you've got that passageway that goes into the bedroom that Valeria looked into. To the east, down a bit of a corridor, you've got a door. And to the west, you've got basically the rest of the room, which consists of some bookcases and a couple of benches and what appears to be a potted tree that is died.
Yeah, Franklin's gonna go over to that bench and try and rip off one of the wooden panels so that he can use it as a stick to move that trash out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. All right. So do we push the trash back? What about everyone else?
I'm going to tell you, Hannes, the bedroom is surprisingly large, and the curtains are kind of heavy around the bed, and I'm afraid there might be something weird on the bed or under the bed. You know how things are. Monsters under the bed.
Monsters under the bed. I see. I have heard other invitations about women trying to get me into bed before, but none quite such as this. Is that what you are doing here?
No, I'm just afraid that there is an actual literal monster under the bed, and I think I would like somebody in plate to help me look.
Oh. Oh, well, excuse me. I was perhaps a bit forward. I'm not feeling myself lately. And all the smoke, all the smoke in here has, yes.
Also, do you think that tree is really dead? And I point at the potted tree.
I'll go check out the bed for a second, and you check out the potted plant.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so you're going to go into the bedroom, Johannes, and
Yes.
Valeria is looking at the potted plant, and Franklin is pushing the burning trash out of the way in hopes to get back into the room to loot the dead guy, which is always a good move for an adventurer. All right, cool. So we'll do the potted plant first. You go over to it. It definitely looks like a dead tree, but you do notice it's sitting in the pot, like kind of down at the bottom. There are 3 strange-looking eggs. They're shaped much like oranges and have a bright red crystal shell.
Oh, look at these. They're so pretty and shiny. And probably dangerous, but I'm going to pick one up anyway.
Okay, you're going to need to make... What's your dexterity?
14?
Okay, just
Let's
roll
make
3d6 under your dexterity.
Okay.
They're incredibly fragile.
Okay, 13.
Like you might actually...
Is
13,
my
you did?
dex.
Okay. Yeah, you pick it up and like almost grab it too hard. You have to very delicately, probably like with both hands, like just kind of scoop it up because they are incredibly fragile. They seem to be filled with some kind of a liquid.
Oh?
So as you're looking at that, you're pushing the trash out of the way. That's not really a problem. It's going to take you a couple of rounds to do that. The bedroom, large bed with these heavy curtains. You start to walk towards the bed, and the curtains start to like flap like there's wind, and the dust is kind of flying up and stuff. And they open up, and you see basically under the covers of the bed like the shape of a person, like they're sleeping or something. You know, you can see the shape of somebody on the bed.
I see.
They're not moving now that the covers have kind of revealed them. They're just kind of laying there.
Male or female?
It's hard to say from this distance.
I will approach.
Okay. Alright, so you
I
walk
have
towards
Joshua extended up in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, you start to walk towards the bed. And when you get to the foot of the bed to kind of see if you can see the head sticking out or whatever, the blanket's like flopped down, like there was nothing there at all, and it's flat again. But you do see this, like the bed itself is like really dusty, but where basically the shape was, there's no dust at all.
I wet myself.
Okay. Perfect. That seems appropriate. Okay, you mostly got the space cleared. You think you can get through now. There's still some stuff on fire, but it's not dangerous to go through the hole if you'd like to, Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin will and look for some crossbow bolts specifically, but also just loot that guy in general.
Okay. Yeah, they left both dead bodies there, so there is another light crossbow. Each one of them has, we'll say a d6. We'll say a total of d6 times 5 bolts. So just roll a d6 times 5. That's the total number that'll be there.
3, so 15.
15 total between the two guys. Yep. There is another light crossbow, of course. And they're going to have some gold on them as well. We'll say a d6 times 10.
D6 times 10? Okay.
Yep. D6 times 10, that's how much gold they have.
60.
Hey, 60 gold pieces between the two of them.
That's
All right.
60 days worth of work.
That's right. Right, you're a rich man now. And 2 crossbows are valuable as well. Okay, so you have this like kind of very thin-shelled egg, egg shaped like an orange.
Okay.
And there are actually, I don't know if I told you this, how many there were. But there are 3.
3.
Total.
All right. And do I hear Johannes screaming, or did he just? Are you yelling, or are you?
No, I just wet myself.
Okay, then I don't hear you. So I don't hear you yell about monsters.
I know restraint.
I'm gonna I have a couple of sacks here. I'm gonna put a bunch of the dirt from the plant in the sacks and try to cushion these eggs as best I can.
Okay, it'll take you a little while to do that, but you can definitely do that.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Cool. All right, so you start to do that. In the room, after you wet yourself, the curtains start to flap again, and all the dresser drawers start coming, like opening and closing, and you definitely hear that out in the hallway. And the it's a 4-poster bed. The top there's like these big round globes on top. They start to spin off and they start flying around the air. There's 4 of them.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, and the rugs are flopping as well.
I start to whimper.
Okay.
I look under the bed.
Okay. Yeah, you get down and go under the bed. It looks just dark down there. You kind of adjust and see if you can see anything. And the 4 balls that came off the posters come flying down at you. So, chat. Oh man, this. Wow. Okay. Okay. So roll 3 6-siders for me, chat. So 3d6 for the first ball. There's actually 4 balls, so we need to do 12d6. This is actually bad. This could be bad for you. Oh no, not rolling a 1 though. It can't be. They're only attacking as Lightfoot though, so they are against Armored Foot. So technically, it's only 1 per ball. So we need 4 rolls total. So that's 1. Oh, nope. Yeah, that's definitely a banana roll. Let's get it better. Nope. Also not great. At least it was a 4. Those are pretenders, right? It's so small. I have it on my 4K monitor.
I'm
so
rooting for you guys.
Right. Yeah, it definitely is a banana. Okay. Well, it's a bunch of bananas. 6 from Insanely G. One more. No, yeah, one more. Waiting on that last attack. And boom. Okay, so one of these things crashes hard into you. Doesn't kill you or anything, but you think they probably got a dent in your plate mail. As one of these things just smashes really hard into you. You don't see anything under the bed. It looks dark under there.
Okay.
However, dust is starting to swirl up in the room.
I get up and I leave the room. Is there a way to close the doors to this room?
No, it's an open archway.
Okay.
Okay, so you make your way out. As you're getting up to make your way out, you guys heard that noise. Did you? Actually, yeah, I think you probably hear it too, Franklin. Valeria, you definitely heard it, though. Did you guys want to react to the drawers being thrown open and the sound of plate mail being assaulted by wood?
Yeah, Franklin will crawl back through after he's looted those bodies and be like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
Okay.
I very carefully will set my eggs down and be like, "I'll be back for you, babies." And
say with great assurance, there is nothing under the bed.
Yeah, and I'll go and see what's going on.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to.
When you come out of the room,
into the room.
Yeah, you can see the carpets are flopping up and around. Dust is like swirling everywhere, and the covers are kind of floating all around.
There seems to be some sort of phantasmal presence, and I have soiled myself.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I believe my armor is dented, and we should leave.
Okay, is the stuff trying to come out of the room?
No, and actually, once you come out, and you're out for like a minute, everything starts to calm down again, and the bed kind of closes back up, and within 2 minutes, it looks basically exactly how it was when you first went in there.
I knew I had a bad feeling about that place.
Except for one of the rugs in front of the bed is wet.
Is what?
Wet.
Oh, yes. It's okay, Johannes. It happens to everybody. She looks at him. I mean, never me specifically, but I'm sure it happens to others.
Tink, tink, tink.
Anyway, I found these babies. I'm gonna go get them.
Babies? What sort of babies?
Don't touch them. You have... I mean, no offense, but you're kind of... No,
that's fine. I'm a little shaky as it is. Yeah.
They're very fragile eggs. I don't know if they're babies or magic or what, but I want to try to keep them.
Eggs? Eggs, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
They're very fragile, though. Very fragile.
Are they phantom eggs?
No, they're real.
They seem to be actual eggs. Let's see what kind of eggs they are. Let's see.
I mean, I'm calling them eggs, but I don't obviously.
No, they're definitely eggs. I also called them eggs. It says the DM should decide what kind of eggs, and that means when that was written in 1982, they didn't realize we'd be doing this live for a chat. So let's see Let's see. Let's roll randomly to see what these things are. It is on the second level of the dungeon, so let us look up. Yep, that's actually okay. So let's roll. Chat, roll me a d6.
Just put 3 grenades in my backpack or something.
Exactly.
3 very fragile grenades.
Yes.
Got a 2.
Apologies to anybody I blow up.
Okay, so that's going to be a level 2 monster. Oh, okay. This may or may not make any kind of a sense. So we're going to try. Roll a d10 and see what happens. Chat.
Wouldn't be the first time a player blew up other players in our games.
Exactly.
Pseudo dragons.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to look on this list to look for the very first thing that it could possibly be. Oh, interesting. You know what, chat? What do you think it is? Is it a pseudo-drag?
Pseudo-drag!
What we rolled was a hobgoblin, and that just seems weird. I don't want you to have hobgoblin eggs. I'm opposed to that on some level. Take the first roll. The first roll is the hobgoblins. Oh, really? Hobgoblin eggs?
Hobgoblin.
No, there's got to be something more cool. No, you know what we'll do? Let's instead of using this, let's use the. This is from Original Dungeons & Dragons. Let's use the basic expert because we can actually do it by type. Sorry, I'm opening up another book here. We're going into the future. Although technically, this is not really. Let's see. Hunters. All right, guys. So we're looking up wilderness encounters, I guess, right? Wandering monsters in the wilderness. All right, so it's got to be some kind of like lizard or something, right? That makes the most sense. So we've got swimmer.
They could have been unicorn eggs.
They could have been. Well, they still might be. Hold on, we're going to see.
Fire
So we've got.
spellbinders.
I'm looking for my subtables here. So we got insect, dragon, unusual, or swimmer. I think any of those things would work. What do you think in the chat? Insect, dragon, unusual, or swimmer? Ah. Let's get a vote there. Insect, dragon, unusual, or swimmer? Dragon. Okay, we got 2 dragon votes. Unusual, one unusual. Actually, 1 dragon vote. You voted twice. It's always a dragon. All right, we got 50-50 here. All right, well, we'll do a dice off. Tyler and Jeff both roll a d6. Whoever gets higher, you get it's your choice.
Merman. I always wanted a merman.
If these are dragon eggs, that could be really interesting, but unusual is also very good. Tyler rolled a 1. Come on, Jeff, you can beat that. Although I think I like the dragon. I can't believe you rolled another 1. That is so funny. Right. All right. Okay, so definitely Jeff winning that one. So give me a D12, Jeff, to see what it is. Some of these things are not really going to make sense, but we're going to try. We're going to make it make sense. I think I put a D12 in there. Roll me a D12, evil Jeff. Boom. All right, 4. Oh, okay. Displacer Beast.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool, actually. Okay, so you look in there and you see these little forms of this tentacly, like little baby kittens with tentacles. So
Look at these babies! She'll say.
So you have Displacer Beast eggs. They're fragile, but that is now canon. We can do that.
They're mine. They're ours. There's one for each of us.
No,
Now I feel like it's the beginning of Game of Thrones where everybody gets the wolves.
Yeah.
I think you can have mine. It will
What
probably
about you?
just pee all around the house.
Well, I do like a good cat.
Yeah, and you can train it to pee when it, like, displaces. You know? So it uses some sort of interdimensional litter box.
What? Okay. I will reserve judgment on this creature.
All right, so let's see if you can get out of the dungeon with these, but they're fragile. But you pack them neatly.
I tried.
And you now have, what did I say, three Displacer Beast eggs.
That is awesome. Just gonna
Because
say.
apparently Displacer Beasts come from eggs. Yeah, and that is actually probably exactly just as cool as a dragon with less chance of turning evil later. Yes, I agree.
And Franklin will say, well, I managed to find an extra crossbow that you might be able to use, Valeria, and also 60 gold pieces
Excellent.
that we can share. I was going to lie and say that it was 30 gold pieces, but you were honest about the eggs, so...
There's no reason to lie. We're all friends.
Of course,
Right.
of course.
I soiled myself. There. I feel honest now, too.
Okay, Johannes. I knew there was something weird about that room, so it's not anything to be ashamed of.
Yes. I'm not ashamed.
Good.
You walk in
Because
there. I bet you soil yourself, too.
Well, I already walked in there. That's why I didn't go any further. I just had a weird
But
feeling.
stay. You should try staying once.
Well, maybe we can talk to the spirit.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. I am not the talking sort of man.
Sometimes I can be a talky sort of elf. Do you want me to go in there?
Well, I will go in with you.
Do you want a light crossbow just in case?
No.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Crossbow.
I have a longbow, but I can leave that behind for some.
Yes. Let
I'll
me
hand
stand
you,
at a distance and hurl things at you.
I'll
Like
hand you
insults.
a light crossbow and 5 bolts.
Okay.
I only have 15, so...
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give it back I'll give you the bolts back if nothing. If I don't use any.
Well, you're just going in now with. I mean, a longbow is a better weapon by far, but obviously you can't use it in small spaces. So
Right. Well, I
that's the way
will.
they crawl through.
If I'm going in there, though, I will say to Franklin, if I'm going in there and they're throwing things at me, I look at my bag of eggs. I say, maybe you should hold this just until I get back.
Yes, they were throwing balls.
Yeah.
Large balls.
Wooden ones.
I'll
Yeah.
protect your eggs, don't worry.
Wooden orbs.
Yeah, wooden orbs.
Yes, they
yeah,
dented
definitely
my
have-
armor.
Okay. All right.
I've been
Yes.
dented.
You do a big dent in your armor now. So, oh yeah, I never showed you the sword fighting picture. Can you see that? Yeah, those are the
Oh, yeah.
swords.
There we go.
There was Brenda and Joshua. But I mentioned that only because there's also a poltergeist spirit one as well. So,
Oh, cool.
so yeah, you enter
Clearly,
into the
that
room.
shows a halfling.
Yes, I see that as well.
It has been foretold.
Getting water dumped on their head. Yeah, you go in there. You're staying out in the hallway, Franklin. Are you handling the eggs, or are you just kind of...
I'm just gonna take the pack. I don't want to touch the eggs and risk it.
Okay. All right, so you delicately hold the pack of eggs. Yeah, you guys step in the room, and again, you're in there. When you get about halfway into the room, the curtains they start to shake, and then they open up, and you see again that body in the bed.
I will say, wait, who are you? And are you mad about something? Why do you keep throwing stuff at us?
Dust starts to swirl up in the room.
I will stomp my foot and I say, I'm trying to talk to you here.
I drop to my knee. I take a knee and bow.
The curtains whip out, but they're not quite long enough, so they don't quite get to you, but they throw dust in your face and then come back down, and the drawers start opening and closing again.
I drop my
Fine.
visor.
They're just gonna be rude, Johannes. I guess we just leave. We could have been friends, you know, and I'll just stomp out.
So the dust starts swirling up. Go ahead and roll the saving throws. 2d6.
Okay.
You're all still normal types, right? Nobody's 4 dice yet?
No.
Okay, so you need a 10.
10?
2d6, you need a 10.
9.
Nope, 7.
All right, yeah. So you start walking out, and the dust is just covering you. You feel you're like, and you are basically coughing. I mean, you can walk out of the room, but you're like pretty much incapacitated for. Chat, roll me a d6.
Now they roll a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're gonna roll a 6, and then they're gonna roll a 1 after for the wandering monster that's gonna possibly come during them. 6. Oh no, party! And roll me 1 more d6 to see if a wandering monster comes. You know who's gonna come.
Yes. our merry men.
That's right.
Our band of merry
no.
men.
All right, nope, they don't come. All right, so nope, they're still recovering from their losses of being shot in the leg.
The cowards.
I just say, well, that's what I get for being nice.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. All right. So eventually you're able to cough out the dust out of your lungs. You're there with your displacer beast eggs and damp armor, and your stolen crossbow and some gold pieces. And I think we'll probably wrap it here. You just again, you're still in that room. You've got those windows that you could look out again if you want to do that. You've got the bookcases. We'll go through all this when we start again. And you've got that door to the east that has been unexplored. So, any final thoughts from our players or from the chat? No final thoughts from the players. Okay, so everybody who's watching, be sure to follow AdoramaXP. We'll be back. We're here the first Sunday of every month. So I'm trying to get it on the official schedule, which it was today. I'll get it on there so you guys can see where we're coming next time. We'll continue through the Palace of Silver Princess. There's a lot of cool stuff on the second floor, so we'll see. And a band of bandits that's not very happy with the group. So we'll see where that goes. Thanks, Dickie and Crystal and Mike, and thank you guys for watching. And
thank you guys.
We'll see you in a month, I guess. Oh yeah, don't forget to join the Discord. Thank you, Tyler. Discord. There's a Daniel's D&D room. Let me know the names of the Displacer Beast babies. There's going to be 3 of them. We need 3 names.